because all of these signs are what you need to expand into the person capable of manifesting whatever you'd like. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and here on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. Let's open this video with 3 cleansing breaths. We're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. And when you exhale through your mouth, attempt to empty all of the air in your belly. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. And as you exhale, focus on releasing any internal dis-ease, any internal muck that might be distracting you from today's video. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let it go. 1 more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feels so good. If you'd like, you can cleanse your space so that you can focus on the energy that you're cultivating during this video and then infusing that energy into your space in real time. That's always a lot of fun. Now, last week, our affirmation of the week was, I attract all that is good. And I wanted to build on that this week. This week's affirmation is, I release all resistance. We're going to talk about releasing resistance in today's video. But the reason that I would like to adopt this affirmation for this week is because right here, right now, reciting this affirmation in this video may be easy. But as we go throughout the week and we remember that we've been assigned an affirmation, when we say it, we may not be in a situation where the affirmation is true. So let's say that I'm driving, it's rush hour, there's a lot of traffic, people are driving like they have no sense, and then I think, I release all resistance, right? I might say, okay, I cannot release resistance right now because other people are playing a part in the insanity, the chaos that I am experiencing right now. Oh, it's getting so bright. There we go. Other people may be contributing to the chaos that we're feeling. Last week, our affirmation was, I attract all that is good. So now, when we say to ourselves this week, I release all resistance, let's work on reminding ourselves that whatever we experience, whatever we are allowing ourselves to live and experience, we are attracting good. So when you say to yourself, I release all resistance, and you still want to clench up, you still want to defend whatever is happening and say, I can stop this from happening. I can control this if I just concentrate on it enough. Whenever you feel that, remember that no matter what, good is on its way to you. So in that moment, choose to not resist what is and instead to just trust. So with that being said, let's recite this week's affirmation together 3 times. I release all resistance. I release all resistance. I release all resistance. That was so nice. Okay. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and get to the lesson portion of today's video. That was the biggest storm ever. But now it's over. Kind of. It's still raining a little bit. But I had to stop filming and I had to change my clothes. I got more comfy. But now I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna make a shake. Okay, I'll make a kale smoothie with some fruit, half a banana, some oats, and some flaxseed. I'm really proud of myself because I did not feel like making a shake. I was gonna order DoorDash, but that manifestation life means that you're about making decisions and doing things that you think you don't want to do all the time. So let's make this shake. Oh, I forgot the most important part. The most important part. The most important part. Not breast milk, not cold brew, but orange juice. But yeah, man, manifesting means making a lot of decisions that you don't necessarily want to make or do. I don't know if this kale's good. It'll be alright. But yeah, making decisions and doing a lot of things that you may not necessarily want to do because that's just your ego not wanting you to grow. And I am currently manifesting something that requires me to be in shape and the best version of myself mentally. So I'm gonna drink the shake instead of ordering DoorDash. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, when it started raining, my brain was definitely like, oh girl, we could just get some chips and watch some New Girl. Work day's over. But the sun came back out and I had already changed into some comfy clothes and I said, you know what? I'm still gonna film. I'm still gonna film. Even though I'm in comfy clothes, even though I wanted to just get some chips and watch New Girl, I'm still gonna film because I know that that's gonna make my life easier in the long run. We're gonna talk about this in today's video, but a lot of life, a lot of manifesting is about navigating choice by choice, literally choice by choice. When I taught M.Y.C, there was a wonderful student. Her name was Jade, or it was an M.Y.C private group, sorry. It's an M.Y.C private group, and there was a wonderful student named Jade, and she reminded me about segment intending. Living life moment by moment, having an intention to how you want to feel in each moment. And as much as I would have loved to sit back and watch TV, watch New Girl and eat chips, I know that subconsciously I would have been reaffirming that I might as well be lazy because my dreams aren't going to come true anyway. And that's no fun. I wasn't raised eating healthy. So when it comes time to make these decisions, they don't always come naturally. But I am learning because eating healthy is wonderful when you know how to make stuff the way you like it and when you start putting lorries on vegetables. Okay, I'll put some water in this too. I'm just so excited because one, I almost had to give up on filming because it was storming, but then the sun came back out and it's like so bright and beautiful outside. So that's definitely a plus. But I'm also excited because last week's video did really, really well. And that excites me so much because that means that we can really get on this journey together and make sure that we're all evolving and expanding instead of staying stagnant. So I can continuously make videos that build on top of the last. That just really excites me because I don't know, it just does. Speaking of last week's video, if you are a part of the Manifestation Yoga Collective on Facebook, then you know that there was a worksheet that I provided last week. Now, it's not homework. You definitely don't have to do the worksheet. You don't have to join the group. But this is definitely for the people who are wanting outside influence, for their internal journey, wanting that extra push, that extra nudge. That's all that this worksheet is. It's questions that allow you to ask yourself if you really understand what I'm trying to say and how you interpret how you as an individual interpret what I'm trying to say. So there's that. Okay, so we had 3 questions. So the first question is, Angela is 30 years old. When she was younger, Angela often competed with her sister for her parents' attention. No matter how hard Angela tried, she never truly felt like she had earned her parents' approval. Can you think of a limiting belief that this experience could create for Angela? Okay, so I'm going to go with Raina's answer. So she is in our community on Facebook and also here on YouTube. Hey girl. So her answer to the question was, I think the limiting belief that Angela developed is others' attention determines my self-worth and I am not good enough, and other beliefs of self-doubt. This will probably make Angela need consistent validation from others and not allow her to see her worth and trust people who love her. Perfect answer. The second question is, what is your definition of the subconscious mind? Alluring Pearl writes, and isn't her name perfect? The subconscious mind is the underlying foundation of your conscious thoughts and actions. Simple. Perfect. The third question, how are limiting beliefs created? Okay, we're going to go to Elizabeth for this answer. Limiting beliefs are created by negative meanings that we add to experiences. Clean. And the last question is, how do you reprogram the subconscious? We're going to go to Emily for this answer. Her answer is, you can reprogram through repetition. So repeated affirmations that bring up limiting beliefs so that you can acknowledge them and replace them. Fire. I'd also like to say thank you to everyone who commented on the post and who gave answers. Everyone's answers were so introspective and so wonderful. And if I could say all of them right now, I would. So yeah, if you're into the whole worksheet thing, if you want to jump on this train, make sure that you join the Manifestation Yoga Collective so that you can get this week's worksheet. I am so amped about today's video because I am confident that this video is going to give somebody somewhere enough internal power to give themselves permission to just enjoy the ride, enjoy life, and let that ride take you wherever you want to go. I'm amped about it because we're going to talk about how to, We're going to talk about how to do that exactly. So encompassing the topic of today's lesson is kind of hard because it's broad, but long story short, when have I ever made a long story short? Today's lesson is going to be about developing a faith over fear mindset so that you can allow yourself to just be in the moment instead of resisting. Why is my ice maker so loud? Instead of resisting, like I just did, instead of resisting whatever you experience, by incorporating faith into your belief system as opposed to fear, you can stop becoming so reactive and stop creating the energy of fear something's going to go wrong when things don't look exactly the way that you imagine. Oh God, is my lash coming off? I hope not. If my lash comes off, guys, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh. The number one way that I think that we do this is by truly understanding the significance of our individual, unique journeys, our life journeys, our stories. If we don't see the significance in our stories, then we are not picking up all the yummy, juicy gems. Are gems juicy? We're not picking up all of those beautiful signs, beautiful synchronicities, amazing in-depth lessons that this life experience gives to us because we think our lives is the same as the next person's, and that's just not true. Everything that we experience specifically is meant for us so that we may evolve on our journey. The same thing could happen to 5 different people and you would have 5 different reactions. So if something happens to you and it affects you and it opens your mind, realize that that was meant for you. Don't let it just be something that you're like, oh, that's cool, and then you forget about it. See the significance. Understand the significance so that as you go through life, you can start observing all the significance that this life experience is showing you. Because all of these signs are what you need to expand into the person capable of manifesting whatever you'd like. Long story short, remember that manifestations are only points on our timeline. Remember that manifestations are only points on our timeline. So if you have your birth all the way to your death, you live a very long life, don't worry, and you have a timeline between these 2 points, your manifestations are going to just be little points on this timeline. But between the manifestations are our life experiences. We cannot live waiting for our manifestations. And you don't wait for it when you know that you're cultivating the correct energy. When you're confident and you have faith that you're cultivating the correct energy, life becomes less about looking for proof that your manifestation's coming, and instead enjoying every day because you're in gratitude for the life experience that you've been gifted with. Understanding the significance of your life journey is parallel to the act of allowing. Not holding resistance in your body as life happens. If we know that everything we experience is meant for us, that can allow us to relax and just observe what comes our way. If we do not know this, a lot of times we can add negative emotional meaning to things that happen to us without truly getting all the goodness from the experience, not allowing ourselves to expand into the person that the experience was meant to turn us into. A lot of times we miss the opportunity to grow because we choose victim mentality instead. Let's talk about identity reprogramming. So no matter what, if you're manifesting something, you're reprogramming who you are. If you're manifesting a house, the way you see yourself changes because you used to see yourself as a person without a house, and then you expand to seeing yourself as a person who can maintain a mortgage, who lives in a certain part of town, who cleans their house this many times a week. It's an identity shift. Everything that we manifest every time that we are intentionally manifesting, we are intentionally shifting our identity, who we are and who we see ourselves as. The only way to do this with intention and in an active way instead of passive, when life happens to you and you fall into victim mentality and your self-esteem just gets lower and lower and life just gets heavier and heavier, that's unintentional. But the way to intentionally do this is by paying attention to everything that happens to you in life, moment by moment, because we attract everything that we experience. So everything that we experience is telling us about where we are. Because a lot of times we think that mentally, spiritually, emotionally, we're one place, and we're not. So when these things happen, when events happen that have the ability to lower your vibration, to make you doubt, to make you fall into fear, remember that everything is an opportunity to learn more about yourself. So if something happens that makes you angry or upset or brings up lower vibrational emotions, I challenge you to learn from the situation what you don't want your life to be like. Because obviously something just happened that you did not like. But how often do we experience something that we don't like and then take the time to say, this taught me that I do not want this in my life? We do that, but often we wait till horrible, gut-wrenching things happen to say, I'm done, I don't want this anymore. And it doesn't always have to get to that point. Sometimes we can observe on a daily basis the things that make us uncomfortable, the things that make us upset, the things that lower our vibration, and say, not for me. We say no thank you. This gives us the ability to create the new version of ourselves. We can only create a new version of ourselves by knowing who we want that person to be. We know who we want that person to be by knowing what that person does not want to experience. That's the only way. Otherwise,
we're scripting, we're visualizing, we are putting ourselves in hypothetical situations, and that's our imagination. And our imagination is so powerful when it comes to manifesting because it raises our vibration. But when it comes to what we actually have experienced, that's concrete. That's something that has already manifested. It's not in the process of being manifested. It has already manifested. So using past experiences to identify what you do not want is a surefire way to give yourself an equation to become the person that you want to be. But you miss this opportunity when you choose to take on victim mentality and say, all this stuff is happening to me, instead of saying, what is all this stuff teaching me about my life? What don't I like about it? How can I fix this? How can I change this? Have you ever heard the phrase, when you know better, you do better? That pretty much sums it up. An example of this would be when people get pregnant when they don't mean to, right? So let's say a person gets pregnant and they do not want to be pregnant, but they're pregnant. The first thoughts that usually come up are, my freedom is gone. I do not have money. I do not have time. I do not have the maturity. All of these things that this person feels like they lack come up. But the most beautiful thing that I observe happen time and time and time again, and let me know in the comments if you've seen this too, because it's truly miraculous. A lot of times expecting parents, moms and dads, at the beginning of the pregnancy, they see everything that they're missing. They see everything that they want to change. And as the pregnancy progresses, I guess this is because so much energy is focused on the pregnancy, so it creates evolution. I guess maybe that's why this happens. But as the pregnancy progresses, you see the people change. You see them usually, I'm not saying this is every time, but you see the couple or the individual notice, I don't have enough money for this baby. And as the pregnancy progresses, they start to figure out different ways to create wealth. And a lot of times it's not get rich quick. It's sustainable ways. A lot of times, dads don't feel like they are mature enough. They do not feel like they are financially stable enough for the child coming into the world. So as the pregnancy progresses, they choose to pay more attention to themselves, the way they speak, the way they act, who they hang out with, so they can be what they see as a father. They choose to get a job that supports how they feel a father should be. This is manifesting 101. And I think it's so beautiful because we are manifesting whether we know what law of attraction is called or not. I don't know. I just think it's beautiful. That is a natural way that we do this without even thinking about it. But we can also do this intentionally. In your life, when you have voices in your head saying, I don't want this. This is bad. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. No, 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 no. Turn down the emotion and just listen. I don't want this. I don't want this to happen. I don't want that to happen. Well, what can I do? What's in my power? What can I do right here, right now, in this moment to make me feel like I have done something to move away from this energy? You don't have to solve the problem in one day. But what can you do right now, right here, in this moment to move away from that energy, even if it's just a step? You must ground yourself in the right here, the right now. You're not going to manifest something and then say, I'm good, I'm never going to manifest again. No. We will always have desires. Manifest, desire something else. Manifest, desire something else. This is not greed. This is not bad. This is not selfishness. This is expansion. I don't know if you've noticed, but every time you manifest something, you have a better understanding of the reality that you're creating. So your next manifestation is a reflection of the growth in your mindset. As we manifest, we get faith. We learn to have more faith in the process. You know, a kid who graduates from college, usually with a political science degree, isn't usually saying, all right, I'm gonna be president. That's it. I'm manifesting my opportunity to be president. More realistically, that person probably graduates from college and then gets an internship. Based on how that internship goes, they get more faith in themselves, and then maybe time goes by and they run for congressman, time goes by, they run for governor, time goes by, they run for president. And each of those experiences gives the individual more faith that they can be president, but also teaches that person all the lessons that they need to learn to be the president that they subconsciously know that they want to be. We attract everything we need, you guys. I promise. I promise we attract it all. We just have to decide who we want to be. Use the present moment to make choices. Use the present moment to make choices. I know a lot of us can become anxious. A lot of us can start to have that voice just start like talking, and there may be multiple voices talking at one time, and like it feels like crazy town in our heads. That can happen to a lot of us, you know? And I'm not saying that being present comes naturally, because our mind was put here to protect us from danger. So sometimes our mind just be talking. That's why it's so important to learn how to be present. Whether it's just for 30 seconds, whether it's just for 10 seconds, learning to slow down and identify how you feel and what your brain's saying. By doing this, we can start to take control over our actions and how our thoughts influence our words and, again, our actions. If we stay in the present moment, we can hear our thoughts clear enough to say, whoa, I don't agree with that. I'm not gonna react off of that thought. That thought is conditioned. It's within me, but it doesn't define me. We can only do that if we're present. But once we learn the amazing art of being in the present moment, we're able to navigate situation by situation, thought by thought, exactly where we want to go. When you start to do this, you will notice that you attract life events that are a reflection of your expansion. Things will start happening to you that you never imagined could happen before. You will start hanging out with people, talking to people that you never thought you would fall into social circles with. Life will change and evolve in the direction that you desire if you stay present enough to listen to your thoughts and make sure that you are acting and speaking from a place that you choose to, not your conditioned self. This video was fun. You guys are fun. I love you so much. Let's meditate. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Seal the lips. Inhale for 2, 3. Hold your breath for 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3. Hold your breath 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Inhale 2, 3. Hold your breath 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling and exhaling now through the nose at an even pace. So maybe we lengthen our inhalations so that they match
our exhalations, or maybe we shorten our exhalations so they match our inhalations. Finding gratitude for this space that we are sharing together. Remembering that you are in the exact right place at the exact right time, and choosing to believe this, choosing to surrender, to trust, knowing that this very moment is a part of your story. This very moment is a step towards your manifestation. So release any resistance and allow yourself to just be in this moment as you inhale and exhale. Sealing the lips together, concentrating your energy on that inhalation, expanding the lungs, feeling the rib cage expand. Exhalation, feeling that contraction of the rib cage, using the breath to focus your energy force. Become rooted in your seat, pushing your hips into the earth, feeling grounded. Using your breath to stay in the present moment as you assess what else you can do to feel solid, to feel connected to the earth in this moment. Your seat is your throne. It is your eternal power that no one can ever take from you, that no one can ever knock you off of. So as you push into the earth through your sits bones, assess your body. What else can you take on? What energy can you add to feel strong? What energy can you let go of to feel confident? Reminding yourself that you are in the exact right place at the exact right time, and that you are on your way to being that person that you are working so hard to become. It's already done. Sits bone all the way up through your spine, between your shoulder blades, through your skull, into the sky. Feeling aligned, feeling grounded, feeling strong. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let go of anything that does not align with this feeling. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Using this time to release any anxiety about your situation. Inhale confidence. Exhale doubt. Get it out of your body. Inhale confidence. Exhale doubt. just experience this life. You do not have to prepare for chaos. You do not have to try to stop a situation before it even begins. That's not your responsibility. Take it off of your shoulders. You are magnificent. You are phenomenal. And you are a gift to the existence of others. You are allowed in all of your glory to just be. I release all resistance. Relaxing the body, releasing any tension from the face muscles, from the shoulders. Feeling the arms become heavy, feeling the stomach muscles relax, feeling the hips relax, releasing any tension in the hips, feeling the thighs soften, feeling the knees soften, releasing any tension in our legs, and finally softening the feet, allowing your whole body to be here in the now. I am excited. I am excited. I am excited. I am excited. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I trust the universe. I trust the universe. I trust the universe. And I am excited. There is so much on its way to you right now, simply based off of the energy that you are holding in your body right here in this moment. It is all on its way to you, and you don't have to do a thing to be worthy. You don't have to do a thing to make it come to you any faster. I allow all that is good to come to me. I allow all that is good to come to me. Abundance is my birthright. Abundance is my birthright. Abundance is my birthright, and it is on its way to me. I am so excited. Inhaling, exhaling. I am excited about all there is to come. I am excited about all there is to come. I am excited about all there is to come. Life is full of endless possibilities. Anything happen, please just know, if you are manifesting, if you are pulling something, an experience or an event or even a material thing into your existence, just know that it may seem large, it may seem close to impossible, but remembering that we think that based off of a past experience, and at any point we are allowed to let that go and have faith that the energy that we are cultivating, this complete confidence in self, confidence in faith, confidence in source, is the very energy that is going to bring that exact thing to you. It is happening. Five breaths. Seal the lips. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Faith in source, faith in self, seal it in, and so it is. 5, wiggling the fingers and the toes. 4, beginning to breathe at a normal pace. 3, taking some shoulder rolls, rolling the shoulders backwards, maybe forwards. 2, preparing to come back to this present moment, more awake, more aware, full of confidence and excitement. 1, opening the eyes, taking in the room around you. Remembering that you are able to shift realities whenever you decide that you want to shift realities. So if you are shifting into a reality where you are more confident, where you have more clarity, and where there is an ease to your manifestation, let it be. Affirmation from the universe. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I'll see you next time. Bye.